YouTube Nation, welcome back to the channel. For everybody who's first time tuning in, please like, share, and subscribe. Today I got some of my loved ones on here with me today. I got Big Spark and Lil Kill, man. We out here on vacation, but I want to share something with y'all. The homie want to clear something up that he spoke on the last video. He didn't get a chance to finish, so I'm going to let Big Spark take the mic and do his thing. Go ahead, Big Spark, talk about it.
Hey man, thanks for having me on the show again. Mr. Crazo, gang banging coach. I appreciate the platform and all you people out there that's about something positive and trying to push forward. Yeah, he called me on the fly one day out here at my little homie Termite service, going away party, and yeah, I was a little tipsy and said some things that was out of context. I didn't mean them to come out the way that I did, you know, because I'm a conciliator. I'm a person that's about bringing things together, building us forward, and I hated to have that content out there like I was being negative about our brothers that's in Detroit and other places. I was just trying to put in context another era in my life in cripping, and it just got a little bit convoluted with the way I brought it out. But I ain't got nothing but love for my brothers all over this planet, and my apologies, man, for misstepping my words like I did on that day. But with that said, man, you got to understand who I am, man, and who I always been. I'm about, you know, bringing my homeboys, my community, and my people from where they at to where they need to be.
For sure. Yeah, you want to let them know what we was talking about at the time? You was talking about the history of the hood, basically how people from out of town was over here before when y'all was established Raymond. Kind of give them a little update on that a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, in the early stages of our cripping over here, we talking the early 70s. You had basically a hustler's atmosphere. Cripping was a new culture. Basically, cripping was a blue collar gang. They wasn't a hustling gang. Most other gang was put together on the premise of making money. Cripping was put together on a whole different level, and we figured that, you know, people that wasn't with what we was doing, you know, were enemy factors. Then we got to growing up, we got to having kids, and people from other states was basically having their way in our neighborhoods, and we wanted that to come to a stop. We went about that in the wrong way in some instances, but in most instances we went to brothers and told them, you know, that can't be tolerated in this, you know, in these areas where we crippin'. And you know, some of it got out of hand. For the most part, they was peacefully resolved, but that's the policy position we took at the time, and that's the policy position I believe my homies push today. You know, it's you know, it take the hood to say the hood, so we run the economics in our neighborhood. And
Right.
that's what that was about way back then, although it was in the infant stages with people that didn't have a whole bunch of technical knowledge about going about it, but the essence of what we was trying to do was just trying to take control of our own atmosphere.
This is like what, 70?
Well, that policy came out as far as with people that was in the neighborhoods from out of state. In my neighborhood, I can speak, that policy came out about 1977.
Okay. All right, for sure. Well, so what, actually, man, I've been having this discussion, man. I've been talking with the Hoovers, and I want to talk about, man, the state of cripping, man. It's like, we're at a point, man, this crip on crip shit been going on for far too long, man. At some point in time, Crips need to go in and just slow that shit down. And I feel like once the Crips go ahead and be able to squash a lot of their beefs, then a lot of the down moves and Crips shit, we can go in and work on that. And then I think that way we can go ahead and bring more peace in the black community. What you think about the state of Crips coming together? All Crips just squashing it, not so much as kicking it, but at least to the point to where we ain't tripping off them, we ain't warring no more.
Well, for the most part, I'm very well known in cripping and bringing about, consensus in this arena. All my time in cripping, and all the Crips that know me knows that I'm with straight up unity. Straight up unified movement, man. Because when we unify, sky's the limit. We reach our heights. If by some stroke of genius or leadership or habitants come about that can bring these Crips together and stop the carnage out there among each other, that would set a precedent, that would set a blueprint for peacemaking across the board with all communities, right, and all hoods. And yeah, I'm all for that, man. So if anybody got a platform and they pushing that line,
yeah,
I'm with that.
For sure. You want to add to that, Kill?
Yeah, well, I can honestly say, man, the way I grew up, man, we didn't have problems with Crips. All this shit is pretty much new. When I went to prison, man, then I heard about all the beef that we kind of picked up during our stay. I even got out of prison to squash a Crip, a Raymond Crip, and good homies that we grew up with, our allies, and I put a stop to it. So I'm always about unity, like Sparks say. I'm about unity, man. I'm about bringing this together. And if some way we can bring this whole black thing together, that's what I'm about, man.
For sure.
I'm not about, I'm tired of going to funerals. Got killed on the hands of this, got killed on the hands of some brothers. Let's bring this back together, man. We can always be tribalized,
right,
and do what we do. I'm from here, you from there, but we can always get along,
right,
and embrace each other with love.
Right.
Certain situations we always holler black love, and we with this and we with that when we up against it.
Yeah.
But when we not up against it, let's still bring that love. So yeah, I'm with that, man. I'm with black on black love.
For sure, bro. But why y'all think, man, that like why nobody ain't really been pushing this? Why this ain't really been out there? Why nobody ain't been trying? You don't see this on none of the YouTube channels. You hear people talk about, black on black. You want to, like you say, black love, but a lot of cats ain't even reaching out. A lot of people still be like, I don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with them. But niggas is 50s and 60s and shit age. You know what I'm saying? Niggas supposed to be past that. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, Spark, for us coming up, our generation, me and Kill, it's like, we understand cripping because of what y'all put down. So we understand with Raymond's, we always been serious with this cripping thing, period. So that's why I have to go ahead and address this, put this out there, get this conversation started, because if we don't start the conversation, it'll never happen.
Yeah, true that. Don't base somebody's mental development on age, though. So you can have 50 and 60-year-old kids out there, man, mentally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a few stages in life. Some people get stuck on the third stage. They don't make it to the fourth stage.
Yeah.
They don't do that gradual introspection and come out of it looking for, solutions. And when you stay on stage 3, you ain't looking for nothing but one day to the next problem or, immediate fix. It ain't no immediate fix, homie. Ain't nothing worth building gonna come easy.
Right.
It's gonna be a whole bunch of bad talk, bitterness, white folks in the way of whatever we do as far as unity. I mean, when you're talking about us as anything coming together, even as a hood, you got factors that's outside of this that don't even want to see that happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you got to understand the context, where we at, what we up against. This ain't checkers, it's a chess game.
Right.
So you got to be a long-term thinker, and you got to find the pieces that go in the right place, and hopefully you got the right aptitude mentally to push them units where they supposed to go to bring about, the unity that we want. But it starts with the conversation.
Right.
It starts with having that communication. That's something that we had growing up.
Yeah.
You know, I used to be able to, I used to be in Compton one day, the east side the next. Some of my best cripping partners are from Hoover. So I done pretty much crip with everything in LA and beyond. I done crip with niggas from San Diego, Pomona, you know, and elsewhere coming through them sloops. So yeah, it's possible, man, to organize, because I know I seen it. I seen it, and I seen Crip when they was unified. I see what the status of the Crip is today, and it's a lot of work to bring it back to unity. I believe it can get there.
Yeah.
But it's going to take each and every individual that see the bigger picture to subscribe to doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to put their beefs together, to be able to, put their beefs aside with conversations. You know what I'm saying? To be able to, you got homeboys that need DPing, and the set should be able to handle those people that's, in violation. That's one of the biggest things that we did in prison. You know what I'm saying? Whenever one of these Crips did something, got drunk, did something that was out of line, was out of the context of code of conduct, we told, or he did something against a white boy or Mexican or police, we told all of those factors, don't do nothing to him, we'll do that, But the minute y'all, even though he was wrong, y'all ain't got no sanctions in disciplining him. We do, but y'all don't. And if you do, although he was wrong, we gonna discipline him and the rest of y'all also. So that it starts within. You see what I'm saying? So if some of these sets, especially Hoover, they got Hoover has a long history of this cripping. To me, what happened to them is they just expanded too rapidly and too fast.